What's going on, everybody? It's Spicy Topics. I want to talk to you about someone who is an activist for the Trump campaign, and he goes by Conservative Thug, and his name is Kingface, and that is his social media handle, Kingface. There has been recent reports about him that are very shocking. Okay, here is a picture of Kingface. If you don't know him by name, I'm sure a lot of you have seen his face. You may have saw him on like Candace Owens show. Has rubbed elbows with a lot of higher ups like Trump. He's even rubbed elbows with Trump's family. I mean, he's an activist, so he's gotten his fair share of publicity.
Go ahead, let's go. Turn around.
Hold on.
I want this guy stressing.
Look, hold on. Look, he's the guy. He say he likes my outfit. Look, check it out. He say he likes my outfit.
When we hear about people with HIV, it is always devastating. It's always scary. There's a woman who says that he knowingly gave her HIV.
You're on the phone crying to me. How did I come in here and not say what I heard? There are people who feel like you're not telling the truth. So just tell them your story from the very beginning.
Sorry. People are finding out and getting calls now. A lot of people that didn't know about my status. You understand that this is affecting not just him and his followers. This has affected and impacted so many other lives. And I know that people are saying a lot of things because they believed him, just like I believed him. We all believed him. We all loved him. We all still love him. That doesn't change. But the fact of the matter is that, like, this has to come out to light because there's a lot of women that don't know that have come into contact with him. And they're living their lives, having unprotected sex with other people, and passing this on as well. So I met him March 13th. We got into a relationship shortly after. March 23rd or the 20s. I can find out the exact dates for you guys because I have the hospital bill because I didn't have insurance at that time. I went to the hospital 3 separate occasions because I would wake up with a fever, hives, and then it would go away. I got on antibiotics. Nothing worked. They tested me for the flu, for strep throat, for all other STDs as well. And everything came out negative. Everything kept on coming out negative because I was still in the acute stage. Remember, I had just contracted it March 13th, March 14th, when we first started.
No, she's an actual Trump supporter and she's a conservative. Go ahead. Finish saying what you're saying.
Yeah, I am. MAGA. Anyway, but, basically, so by March 20th, I felt very, very ill, very, very sick. It was the worst time. I was getting like canker sores. It was very disgusting, and just a very uncomfortable period in my life. Angel was very much aware of everything that was happening, everything that I was going through. He didn't like talking about it. I couldn't express myself the way I'm expressing myself now with you guys. We couldn't have that conversation. If I ever brought up a conversation of, oh, babe, let's go to the doctor. I'll go with you. Let's go together. If you're afraid, if you're ashamed, I'm with you. He literally, word for word, shut the fuck up. I don't need your negative energy. And that just speaks to me as someone that was afraid. Someone that was really just scared of their own true reality. So, he distracted himself with all these other things, but that's beside the point. We fast forward to June. I'm still not feeling better. I mean, I got better because once your acute stage passes, like, the symptoms come and go. You can kind of like fake the funk until it starts getting really, really bad. So after March, I was feeling better. I wasn't getting fevers anymore. The rashes pretty much went away, but I felt uncomfortable inside my body. Like, I knew that something still was not right. So that's what made me go to the doctor in June, even though I was in a monogamous relationship. So I thought, I went to the doctors in June, and then that's when they finally confirmed, because it was actually in my bloodstream enough for them to actually find it. And that's when I discovered that I was HIV positive. I told him, and he looked at me in the eyes. His eyes got a little teary. And for a moment, I think that he just felt bad because he knew that he had done it again. Like a part of him, just like the human part of him felt that pain, because the love that I had for him, and as I'm sure everyone else around here, it was very genuine. It's very real. So his eyes got a little teary-eyed, and then he looked at me. He said, "I'm never going to leave you. Don't worry. Like, we got this," or like something along those lines. And it was just really confusing for me because I didn't understand, like, if someone if I was in his shoes and my partner just told me something that serious, of course I would be supportive, but that wasn't support. That wasn't love. That was just, we're not talking about it no more.
Someone said J.O. is live right now. So you know who J.O. is, right?
Yeah, he blocked me.
You said he blocked you?
He blocked me yesterday, or the day before yesterday, because I wanted to talk to him about it first. So that we could get in front of this somehow without it being a problem. Like, super problematic. Super problematic to the point that everything is destroyed. That's what I didn't want. I didn't want people to come and vilify him, because that's not what I'm doing. At this point, my only hope is that he makes it out of here and we find the other people, the other women. Go get tested. Go get your meds. That's it. I that's the only thing. There is no other objective outside of that. I don't want to put anybody else on blast because it's not my story to tell, and I don't know if they're even ready. These are women that have kids. That have, like, luckily I didn't have a husband. I don't have any kids yet. So there's nothing. It was just me and the people around me that were really hurting. But imagine, you being a mother with 2 kids.
Alright guys, so the full video will be in the description box. All you have to do is check the description box of this video and click on the link. You can watch the full video of what she had to say. Very, very sad and devastating. Here is an article that is going to narrow down and summarize the information that we have so far. This article is called Sandra Rose. That is the name of the article. Ex-girlfriend claims she tested positive for HIV after sleeping with Kingface. An ex-girlfriend of conservative activist Kingface claims he has had AIDS and he allegedly transmitted the virus to her. She claims she reported him to the health department in November after learning he had unprotected sex with multiple women. The community activist and Trump supporter, real name Larry Henry, is reportedly in a coma in a New York City hospital. A GoFundMe account has raised $69,000 of a $100,000 goal to pay for his hospital expenses. In a video live stream titled Surviving Kingface, the woman said she met Kingface on March 13th, 2019, and shortly after having sex with him, she began experiencing flu-like symptoms. She said she tested positive for HIV after experiencing a high fever, hives, and other symptoms. The woman said she spoke with multiple women who had allegedly unprotected sex with Kingface, who is married. She said the women are also in relationships with other people and may have unknowingly transmitted the virus to their partners. We all believed him. We all loved him. We all still loved him, she said. Here you see 2 people back and forth speaking, wondering why Kingface was even in the hospital. This is before things were made public. Says, what is he sick with? Will he be better soon? Please give him our prayers. And the answer is, he will get better soon. Don't know what he's sick with. All I know is he can't talk. When he talks, he loses his breath and can't breathe, but he's getting better soon. So that is the concern of the people, because there's a lot of people that love him. Just awful. So this is a glimpse of what's going on with Kingface. Y'all keep him in your prayers, man. This is nothing nice and sweet. And that's why when Cardi B wished AIDS on that reporter, this is the type of thing she wished for. This is the type of thing that she can easily spew out of her mouth over her anger. And the craziest thing is, she actually said everything that the reporter repeated. Why are you mad with him for you to wish this on him? You're wishing not only on him, but all of the women that had sex with him unprotected, that are now facing the greatest conviction of their lives. This is just, it's painful to watch. It's painful to do these types of videos, but we do have to keep people aware, because you have songs like WAP that promotes promiscuity, that promotes sexual activity, and anything like strippers and all things that lead to having sex unprotected. Okay, you cannot count and you cannot watch over the many listeners, the millions of people that she says watched her video, and that's the reason of it being #1, is because she's so popular. Yeah, she brags on that, but this is dangerous. Let me know what y'all think about this, and remember guys, pray for Kingface, please. Also, don't forget that the link to that full video is in the description. Thank you for listening.